What's up, guys? Action cameras are so expensive these days. They can easily cost anywhere between $300 and $500, and that's money that a lot of us don't have. What if I told you there was a camera you could get that's just like a GoPro, but only cost around $100? Interested? Chaseontwowheels here, and today I'll be highlighting the Blackview Hero 1. Recently I was contacted by a company called GearBest, and they wanted me to review a camera that was a less expensive alternative to a GoPro. I have a GoPro 3 Plus Black, so my response was absolutely I want to check that out, so that I could see if it was a good option for those of you that can't afford a GoPro. This little guy is a cheap Chinese counterpart of the GoPro that comes in at a much lower price point. If you're watching this video, that means you're probably curious of how this camera stands up against what is considered the industry standard for video action cameras. Since this is a comparable camera to the GoPro Hero 3 Plus Black, I'll be running through the specs to see if the lower price really is worth the money that you save. Although this camera looks like a GoPro and has similar features as a GoPro, we won't really know how alike they are until we use it. Let's start off with the initial questions that I had when I received it. Can the camera fit in a GoPro case? Well, the camera can fit in a GoPro case, yes, but it can only fit in there with the extended rear door. If you don't have the extended rear door, the camera is too wide to fit in there, and with the extended rear door on, the camera doesn't take up enough room and will move around inside the case. Even though it can fit in the case, it renders the camera useless because the button layout is not the same on the Blackview Hero 1 as it is on the GoPro Hero 3 Plus Black. So even if you can get the camera inside the GoPro case, you're not going to be able to press any buttons, and at the end of the day, there's no reason to not use the camera inside of its own case. One thing I was curious about is, I have all these GoPro accessories. Can I fit this new camera with my GoPro accessories? Inside the housing, the Blackview Hero 1 will fit onto other GoPro accessories via the threaded mount. One thing I did notice during testing is the Blackview Hero 1 accessories that it comes with feel a bit lesser in quality. I even had one of the pieces break on me during testing. If you're a current GoPro user and you're looking to add this inexpensive camera to your gear bag as a secondary camera, I would suggest keeping your GoPro accessory parts. They just feel more solid and put together. Do both cameras use the same battery? No. While both cameras do have a 3.7 volt lithium-ion battery, the GoPro's battery has slightly higher numbers when it comes to milliamp hours and wattage. Do both cameras have the same field of view? Yes, both cameras have a 170-degree field of view lens. The Blackview Hero 1 is capable of shooting video at these different resolutions, and it is also capable of shooting 16 megapixel stills. Holding both cameras in your hand, you can definitely tell that the Blackview Hero 1 is slightly lighter. The GoPro has a solid feel to it, and the Blackview Hero 1 is lesser quality parts and doesn't feel as well put together. To test out the batteries on these cameras, I did a time lapse. I put both cameras right next to each other and I pointed them at the exact same field. I hit record. Both were recording at 1080p at 60 frames a second. Both had fully charged batteries and all the settings were exactly the same. Both cameras lasted very similar amounts of times. The GoPro died after an hour and 20 minutes of straight recording, whereas the Blackview Hero 1 died about 20 minutes after the GoPro. One thing I did notice once I got back and reviewed the footage was that the Blackview Hero 1 recorded longer than the GoPro, but because during the very last shot it was cut off by the battery dying, it actually ended up corrupting the video file. Ironically, the amount of video footage that both cameras ended up getting during this test was about an hour and 20 minutes. Because the Blackview Hero 1 corrupted its final file and I wasn't able to see how long the file was, I can't say exactly how long it recorded past the GoPro, but it seemed to be about 15 to 20 minutes after the GoPro died. Here's some shots I took at different times using the Hero 1 along with using the GoPro Hero 3 Plus Black. You can see for yourself in the video there's a distinct difference in quality between the two cameras. That being said, that shouldn't drop the Blackview Hero 1 off of your options just yet. Keep in mind that as of writing this review, the GoPro Hero 3 Plus Black, the exact same model used here, currently retails on Amazon for $328.99, and I'll place a link in the description to check it out. For that price, you could buy almost 3 Blackview Hero 1s. So you're probably looking at these two videos and saying to yourself, wow, the GoPro has so much more fine detail in the video than the Blackview Hero 1, while they're both shooting in the exact same resolution. Using the time-lapse files as an example, the exact same amount of video differs in size quite a bit between the two cameras. The time-lapse video files on the GoPro together make up 17 gigabytes, while on the Blackview Hero 1 only makes up 3.63 gigabytes. Looking at the footage and noticing all the extra detail, it is easy to see where all that extra size is coming from. The Blackview Hero 1's video quality doesn't look bad, but once you put it up against a GoPro, you really start to notice all the tiny details that it's just not getting. While the quality of the Blackview Hero 1 doesn't match that of the GoPro, I still feel that it holds a valuable place in the action sports market. Once again, you're not paying top dollar, so you shouldn't expect top dollar quality. There are plenty of people out there that can't afford a brand new GoPro, but can handle something around the $100 price point. And for that price, you're getting a lot for your money with the Blackview Hero 1. One of the big deals about this camera that you're getting and still at a good price point is an LCD screen built into the back. Granted, it's not amazingly bright as you can see here in the video, but at the end of the day, you're able to frame your shots and see the needed settings, so for that, it really does get the job done. One thing that I am not particularly a fan of is the menu system on the Blackview Hero 1. In total, this camera has 4 buttons, an OK button on the top, a power button on the front, and then up and down arrow buttons on the right side. One would think with so many buttons and a menu screen, it would be easy to navigate the menu. But my first experiences moving through the menus was not at all intuitive and very hard to figure out. On the sides of both cameras, you will notice a similar amount of ports. On the GoPro, you'll find a mini USB, a mini HDMI, and a micro SD card slot. The Blackview Hero 1 has a similar layout, but instead of the mini USB, it has a micro USB. I find this really convenient since most Android phones these days use micro USB. This allows me to bring one cable that can charge both my phone and this camera. Being that I do a lot of video with my GoPro on the side of my helmet, I had to check out if the Blackview Hero 1 could do the same. You can see here that the Blackview actually fit right on the side of my helmet, and most of the pieces are actually Blackview parts. I had to use one GoPro part since one of the Blackview parts broke, but other than that, it fit fine. Some of the future stuff I look forward to testing this camera out with is low light and audio testing. I've got a mic adapter ordered so I can check it out and see how it does as a vlogging camera. I'd also like to check it out at night, which I didn't get time to during this video, but that will come in the future. I feel that this camera is fantastic for those looking for a less expensive action camera that shares the benefits of a nearly $400 GoPro Silver at the price point cheaper than that of the low model GoPro Hero. If you're looking for top level GoPro quality, then this camera is not for you. If you're looking for a bargain camera that will get the job done and you're willing to sacrifice a little bit of quality, then the Blackview Hero would be a great option for you. If you guys would like to see more tech specs about this camera or purchase it, I'm leaving a link in the description to check it out. If you like this video, make sure to let me know by clicking that like button, and let me know what you think about the camera in the comments. You gonna grab one? Hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys on the next one.